You guys all know I live out in Florida, and the first thing I'm going to tell you about taking your truck, even if it's at the truck stop, the repair shop, the dealership, you need about 50 GPS trackers in your truck. You know, this is no joke here. Just recently, this has gone viral. My buddy Joe, I saw him on Facebook, I saw him on the news. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Why didn't he reach out to me? But basically in Minnesota, he dropped off his truck at a repair shop, and when he went back, it was stolen. Luckily his ELD was hooked up, so they got a couple pics of the thief right there. Here's the thing. The thing went viral in Minnesota. And it went at the point where he got on the news and everything. And I think those POSs that took the truck, they were like, this is too hot. And then they took some parts. They took what they could, and then they dumped it in the river. So Joe got his truck back, but we have him on the show today just to talk about it. And of course, it's a very touchy subject for him because he loved this truck. He had it paid off. He worked his butt to do it, and he was away from family for a very long time to make this happen. So, Mother Truckers, let's welcome Joe to the show.
What's up, Joe?
How's it going, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you perfect.
All right.
Man, always a trucker, man. Still got the headset on.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny in a non-funny way, I guess. People start sharing, like thousands of people shared it on Facebook. You must have a lot of friends or something. It went viral, bro.
I know. That's crazy.
And
in the first, I think, 12 hours or so, it already had like 10,000 shares on it.
that's what I'm talking about right there. And for people that don't know, Joe and I are actually good friends. So when I saw that it was about you, I was like, what the heck? Why didn't you reach out to me, Joe? I would have, put it out there for you.
I
But
know you would have. I'd just had so much, going through my head. I just had calls from cops, trying to get a hold of cops, Hey, I saw the truck was spotted over here, stuff like that. So I was like nonstop on the phone all day long on Monday.
that's crazy. So, everybody, welcome to Mother Trucker News. Appreciate you guys. Everybody email us at mothertruckernews@gmail.com. We got a friend, Joe, here, and tell us the story. Give us the quick version. What happened to you, and why did you become so popular in a day?
I took my truck in the shop last Friday to get air conditioning worked on it because it's getting kind of warm up here, and dropped it off. And I told him, I said I might come back and get it that day, but I might not. So lock it up, And so I was under the assumption it was locked up. I came down to pick it up Sunday morning to go to work, and it's gone. I look on my logbook. I have like a half-hour drive time on there. And so I'm like, call my boss, see if he can track it. And he actually tracked it, that had been moved down to a truck stop on the south side of Minneapolis, St. Paul, down there, Pilot and Inver Grove Heights.
Man,
And so from there, we put the word out.
that's crazy. So did you guys did have a tracker on it, or what? Did the guy
Well,
was just
my ELD Samsara system was hooked up in it. So we were able to get a couple pictures of him and stuff. But then once he got down to the truck stop, he must have been aware of it or something. So it got disconnected and no more signal from it.
dang? So so what ended up happening? Did we find the truck or did we not?
Yeah, the truck was found. I was leaving for, I was getting ready for work yesterday morning, and the guy called me. I got a call from the sheriff department over in Wisconsin there, and it was, he said, well, I think we found your truck. But I said, oh, cool, great. He said, but we can't be sure till we fish it out of the river. And I was like, oh man, my heart
Oh
just
no.
sunk.
Oh man, Joe. And for people that don't know, Joe says his boss, but you're owner operator, right? Just leased onto a
Yeah,
company.
yep, just leased onto a company. Yep.
So this is you're pulling their trailer, but it's your
We
truck.
actually do containers, so I move containers around the Minneapolis, St. Paul area there.
Man. So I mean, what year was your truck? And
2013 Kenworth T660.
oh man, one of the nice ones, man. And
Yeah,
how many payments left till you got it paid off?
it was paid for. So
When'd you pay it off?
just this month.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh man,
yeah,
Joe, that sucks, man. So hopefully insurance will take care of it. I mean, maybe, but I mean, who
yeah,
knows how
yeah.
long that could take?
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure how long. We called the shop's insurance company because the guy I'm leased on to had talked to a few people and said, well, it was on the shop's property. They're reliable. I don't know. I've never had this problem, so I don't know what to do or whatnot. So, but my boss or the guy I'm leased on to talked to his lawyer and said, no, that's, on the shop. So we contacted the shop's insurance company yesterday and they said, well, we got to contact our, the people we insure, and so you should hear back from us within 48 hours. So here I sit, just in limbo, waiting to see.
That's crazy. And for people to have an understanding, man, I mean, Joe and I are friends. He brings his little pup with him, Willow, everywhere he went. We saw him at the 595 when he was rolling up and doing his thing. And so it's just like, how many, it was in 2013, but how many years did it take you to pay off the truck?
2 years,
It's just
almost, yeah, 2 years.
grinding your ass off, right?
Yeah, yeah. The first most of the 2 years was running back and forth to Florida every week.
I tell you, man.
Missing a lot of family stuff, missing out with friends and whatnot.
So I know it hits hard, brother. So, I know that if anyone here wants to support my guy, I'll put down links in the description down below. I think you said your daughter started a little GoFundMe for you.
Yeah, yeah, unaware of it. My neighbor actually called me and said, "Hey, can I help you out?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "I'm all right now." I said, "I just, I don't know how long it's gonna take, for insurance or what's going on. So I said, "Well, why? What's going on?" And he's like, "Well, your daughter started a little thing for you." I'm like, "Oh man." So I guess I did a pretty good job raising some kids with the help of their mom.
Hey, that's what I'm
Oh
talking about.
man.
Hey, I mean, we have a lot of private conversations about that, but that surprised you a little bit, huh?
Yeah, it did. It did. It's
You
cool.
know, you know,
Yeah.
people don't know this world of trucking, man. You're away
No,
from your
man.
family a lot. You make a lot of
Right.
sacrifices.
Yeah. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I guess his wife said to him, "Is like, why is he getting so emotional about the truck?" And she's like, "It's not just the truck. It's the sweat, the miles he put in, to get, to do it, the time away from home and all that." Yeah. I don't know. I
That's a
heard,
lot.
I guess if people got, like I said, I had a tracking system, but once that was disconnected from the truck, you know, there's nothing you can do. So I don't know if there's other tracking. I'd heard something about the Apple thing, the
Oh
Apple,
yeah,
but somebody was saying now that if somebody with an Apple phone can tell if it's in there and disconnect it or something. So I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
there's
They
ways to
call them
get
like a
tracking.
Apple. Yeah, Apple AirTag is what's called.
Yeah.
But
So
I know this truck means a lot to you, and I'm glad you got it back. It's just why did the POS have to throw it in a river?
right. Yeah,
You know,
stripped a bunch of stuff out of it.
will it run?
No, no. I'm pretty sure it's when I went to look at it yesterday, the turbo that was originally on there was gone. They had switched the turbo and manifold. They had there was no antifreeze in the because my truck had been deleted, but it still had the EGR cooler on it. So I'm sure
Right.
when they took the EGR cooler off, it drained all the antifreeze on it. So yeah, I don't even know
You know,
how they got it there or when they got it there. I know it was seen in a few different places on Monday throughout the state. And then And then I got interviewed by the news reporters in my town there on Monday afternoon. So I don't know if the guy just, started feeling the heat and said, "Man, we gotta dump this." And
I was gonna say this what exactly happened. So it's your fault, Joe. You got it too viral, and then it
right,
made
I know too many people, I guess, that
you know too many people in the
they
Minnesota
spread the
area, right?
word.
They spread the
Yeah,
word too fast, and next thing you know, the guy's like, "Oh crap!"
right, right,
So at the end of the day, it's your fault. All right,
yeah,
you know. No, but I'm just trying to make light of things. I could tell you're really
right.
hurt by it.
Oh man, it sucks.
You know,
It sucks.
and I'm just gonna put this out here already. You know, every time I do a video about a truck getting stolen, the first thing people always tell me is it has to be an insurance scam. I go, you guys don't understand. This man Joe loves his truck.
Right. Right.
You know,
Well, that's
you
on some of the the pictures that I'd shared on Facebook when I made the post about it being stole, being found, and all this. I've gotten some of them comments. Well, rates are down right now. Freight's cheap, this and that. Yeah, yeah. He paid somebody to, that they're all saying everything. He paid somebody to steal his truck. Come on, man. I love that thing. That's my baby. Like,
how because I mean they don't know how many years you've been trucking.
right, over 20 years, 25 years.
I mean you ain't gonna do nothing else. This is what you like to do.
No, no, this is all I
Yeah,
know. And
you
I
know.
my pay doesn't depend on rates with what I do. So the rate people can get $1, a mile or whatever. I don't even know. I mean, it was still pretty good before I came off the road, but I've heard a lot lately how freight's down. But me being home every night now and with what I do, I'm still, I'm making it.
And your truck was paid off finally.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
so I just wanted to throw that out of the water because I read some comments like that from some Facebook comments.
right, right.
So I appreciate it. I'm gonna put links down below for
Cool,
hey
man. Appreciate it,
if you
brother.
seen Joe and you know him and you're shocked like I am and you want to support him, definitely I'll have links down below. For everyone else, we share these real stories just for the reason that uh, look, just because you take it to a shop, just because you take it to a dealership, sometimes that doesn't mean it's going to be safe. Definitely going to have, I guess, 5 or 6 or 7 GPSs on this bad boy and hide them.
Right, or yeah, hide them. Keep it, between you and your truck, and don't tell anybody about it. Just I guess there's stuff out there. I haven't looked into it, but when I get another truck, I'll definitely be looking into that.
One thing some people do too is like they'll get like a cheapo, like old, like tablet or something,
Uh huh.
and they'll have it plugged into the truck at all times.
Uh huh.
And so it's just running on very, very low battery, and then they just hide it somewhere.
Okay. Okay.
Or get an old phone,
Yeah.
get an old phone and just hide it somewhere in the
Right.
truck, and then it'll have a GPS on it. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
And that phone, yeah, it might suck, but like if you have that phone on 100% with like get an old school phone 100% with
Right.
like what I mean? That
Last
mother
10
effer
years.
it might last 2 weeks in there at least, and then you might
Right.
have to recharge it again, but at least
Right.
you'll have
But I'm
something.
in it every day I was in it every day during the week. So even if it's something I can throw in and let chill somewhere for the weekend.
Exactly. So, but yeah, man, I'm sorry to hear this, Joe, but yeah, I just want to share your story just to,
I
and
appreciate it, man.
I'll put pictures of the this POS so everybody can see. If you see him, call the police. And you
Yeah.
know, guys like this just trying to ruin truck drivers' lives.
Oh man.
You
Yeah,
know,
you don't know. I've heard of it a lot. When I was running to Florida and stuff. You hear that kind of stuff a lot, common down there. And but when it hits your backyard, then it's like really, wow. You
yeah.
know, crazy.
But it must feel kind of nice to know that you have so much support. Did you know you had that much
Yeah.
people that cared about you?
No, it was great. It's cool
Yeah.
to see, you know.
Yeah. So just try to think of the positive things, Joe.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, hopefully the
Can only
insurance
go
money
up
does
from
come
here,
through.
you know.
Hey, maybe the
Yeah, I
insurance
hope,
money
you
will come
know.
through and they'll take care of everything too.
Right. I hope so. Like I said, I'm waiting to hear. We just, called them yesterday once it was found and got the ball rolling. So hopefully by tomorrow they're calling me back saying, okay, here's our next step or something, you know.
I heard that. Nah, man, I appreciate you always, man. Love you, brother. And
Love you too, man.
I'll post this video later on today, and just so people can see it and just know the real life of. Hey, sometimes you got to have 50 GPS trackers in your truck, you know.
Right, right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
man, hey, only with time, man. I'll keep up on you.
All
I'll
right,
check up
brother.
on you a couple days.
Sounds good, man.
Yes,
Been nice
sir.
talking to you.
Always, man. Bye.
All right.